Okay, look, check this out. I'm gonna try my best to show you how I do mine and what I use and where you can get this stuff. So this is my machine. This is the Quadrant Equalizer Astral. It's pretty good. It's not that expensive, so if you want to give this one a shot, I would recommend it. It's really good. So there's that, and these are my batteries. Also, I have a temporary setup right now, so it's kind of, you know, not really high half things, since we're in the midst of relocating to a new shop. But anyways, aside from that, here's my batteries. Here's my wraps for the pen. Here's my, forgot the name of that thing, damn black thing that goes around the machine. And then I would recommend getting some Scotch tape. It helps. And then here's the winner. So this is plastic wrap from Jet Black. You can get this from Kingpin Tattoo Supply. It's not that expensive. I think it's like $20, but it lasts you a long time. It's worth the investment. These are pen wraps. I get these from Amazon. Not only do they fit really big machines, they're also eco-friendly, which is what I like about this, because we already waste a lot of plastic, so these are pretty neat. And what else? I think that's it. So the way I wrap my machine, so obviously you take off the grip. Okay, so now here's the machine, here's the grip. So what I usually do is, before I put this pen cover on it, I grab my battery, which I use Critical. They're pretty good. They don't last a long time though, so you need to get the dock with the 2 batteries to make sure that you have it for, especially if you're gonna do a long session. So it just snaps right on it, fairly simple. And then you put the machine through it. And the reason I do it with the battery on is because it makes it easier to slide this, you know, since it's kind of a tight fit. The battery's kind of odd. Makes it a lot easier to slide that into place. And now you're left with this, which already has a hole. So all you do is expand it a little bit, just a little bit. Kind of go over the O-ring, which I need to replace mine because it fell out. So you also have to watch out for that, because when you're gonna remove it, sometimes it tends to want to come off from it. But you're gonna leave it without going over the actual machine. You're just gonna kind of want to leave it in there where the screw is to the machine. And then you're gonna take your grip and you're gonna start putting it into place. This one's kind of a tight fit, so just be careful not to rip your pen cover, just like that. And then the tape, you just grab a little piece of it and try to make it as little as you can, so that if you need to switch your machine, you don't have to remove a lot of tape. You just kind of twist it back there, put a little piece of that, and that keeps it in place. So now your machine's protected from anything. Now the grip, to make sure that this is as sanitary as possible. Now you're gonna grab this, which is wonderful because it's very elastic like, and also it's already pre-cut, so it has the little tear holes right there. You just kind of pull it off, and it doesn't leave any stick residue on the machine, so it's also really nice. So you're gonna put it right there, overlap a little bit your grip, and just what you want to do is twist it around your grip. Try to make sure that you overlap it just a little bit, not too much. That way if you need to adjust your needle depth, you're not struggling. And then once you have it like this, you're gonna grab it from, so this is the side that connected, you're gonna grab from the opposite side and try to pull it. It's a little stretchy, so that you can have your entire whole cover. Now that you have it like this, you can grab the sports strap, I guess that's what it's called, And since my machine has a fairly thick grip, you don't really need to use a lot. I know smaller machines, depends on your, you know, whatever you like to do. But you just start wrapping that around it. And that's good enough for me. And then all you have to do now is either you can use one of your cartridges once you open them, or like I use my scissors, but I always sterilize my scissors. Nothing else touches the scissors to make sure that I'm not poking it, you know, and putting nasty shit in there. So just poke a hole in it. And then, let me see, I'm gonna use one of my, okay, I'll just use this one right here. So now you just grab your cartridge and it just goes right in. And since the cartridge already overlaps a little bit, you see how thick that is on the border? It overlaps this a little bit, so now you have a tight seal. And then you can still see the battery, your voltage. And it's, you know, you're not trying to struggle while you're doing. You can see fairly clear, there's nothing on the way. It's pretty tight on there. And like I said, if you need to switch your grip, you know, just make sure that when you're gonna do that, change your gloves. And then what you wanna do is just peel this down. Pull your battery out with clean gloves. Snap. Snap. And this is kind of the complicated part, trying to put the wrap over it again. It does take a little bit of work. Kind of want to pull it down and make sure that it's straight with the battery. Sometimes it rips, and that's fine. See that little rip right there? You can also rip it a little more if you want to use that to help you put it in, but just don't rip it too much so that you still got a good coverage when you cover your machine. See? And then you just twist it again. Put your tape back on it. That way it's not up there moving around and on your way. And there you go. Pretty easy. And like I said, you can just get this from Walmart. These, I ordered them from Amazon, 30 pack, and they already come pre-wrapped, so you know it's neat, you know, clean. Just make sure that it's a trusted seller. Don't just get them from anybody. And then these as well, I get them from Amazon. Damn, I don't remember the name of the brand and I ripped it off. But I will send you a link if I can find it. Again, these are eco-friendly and it's 200 a pack. I think they're like $11 for a box. And it's actually from the Amazon store of a tattoo supplier. So, you know, it's not like you're getting something out of a sketchy buyer. And most of my supplies I either get from Kingpin Supply or Painful Pleasures and Jet Black. Anything that I use that is Jet Black, I get these from Kingpin for sure. Also remember, the more you order, the more you save. And they always have coupons going on and offering free shipping and stuff like that. So you kind of have to, you know, think, you know, if you want to get better at tattooing, you're gonna have to start investing more money into it. I know it sucks at first, but it's worth it the long run, I'm telling you. And I get these, I'll just throw this in there. I get these as well. These are my bottle covers. They have these are clear. These are more expensive just because they're also, again, they're eco-friendly. So these are pretty neat because you just kind of throw this in there. You don't have to wrap it, nothing. And then you could either keep it like that, just make sure that you're not grabbing the top, and make sure this thing is away. Make sure that whenever you're tattooing, you never grab this upper area. And then, you know, just give it a squeeze and easy. If not, you could also get some tape, which, let me see, kind of lost a little tip of it. So just grab a little piece of tape. Twist this around the top, and make sure you're doing this with clean gloves, and then just keep it in there so you can keep it wrapped and you don't get anything spilled in there. Also, just in case, like as a precaution, I always, every time after I'm done, you know, with clean gloves, as you're cleaning, you know, you remove this stuff, and then you just kind of tend to want to grab the tip. Clean hand, dirty hand. Put it away somewhere aside from where your workstation is. And then I use, well, at first I used to use Calvicide, but now I will use Maticide, which is actually what's in here. Just need to change the label. And then you just spray it, leave it on there for like 2 minutes. Don't spray it into the thing, just kind of spray it over it so that, you know, you don't get anything into your bottle anyways. It's just kind of like a little extra precaution when cleaning it. Let it sit there for 2 minutes, mist it again if you need to, and then grab your alcohol bottle and spray a napkin, or spray the bottle as well, and now you can wipe it off with a clean napkin, and then just do it a second time to be sure. These also sell them at Kankpin. They're pretty neat, pretty clean, easy to clean. So yeah, if you got anything else for me, I can help you. Anything that I know, I'm still learning a lot of things, but I know how hard it is to learn on your own. So any advice I can give you, I'll be glad to do it.